Alright, making a second video, follow-up video to the first video on the m1000xr. Soon to talk about some mods and riding impressions so far. So first mod you can see is I got rid of the cat is gone and installed the akrapovic titanium headers. That is a pretty big change. It you can see the bluing there to show the titanium. That shaved 14 pounds. So these the stock headers with the cat was weighed about 20 pounds, and the akrapovic titanium headers weighs 6 pounds. So the bike lost 14 pounds. 14 pounds. With the change to the headers. Let's see, what other changes have I got installed? Let's see, got a phone mount. That's temporary because I ordered the nav bar. Nav bar is going to go there, and so this phone mount is actually going to end up sitting right here. So that's my plan. So, but just the bar. I didn't order the whole nav thing. These controls here are for the heated gear, the gloves and the heated liner. Then let's see what else. I had ordered, I thought on there, which I tried to install yesterday. I ordered new handlebars, the LSL drag bar flat, which is a flat bar, and then I got the 3.5-inch rocks riser, pivoting riser, and so, but I ordered the wrong width handlebar. So the handlebar is actually too narrow. I guess I ordered a 740 or something millimeter, and what I meant to order was an 835 millimeter. So I had to order another bar. So that bar is coming. And what else I got? Going through my list here. See, I keep a list of things I do to each of my bikes. So each one's got a tab. See, her name is Sharmini. So, and then I keep track of what I've installed, what I ordered, see things I've ordered, and then how much it's all costing, and then I total it all down here to show you what I'm spending. That's what it is. It's a pricey undertaking. Yeah, but it's not the most expensive bike. There's actually bikes that are more expensive. So let's see what else I got then. Then the mirrors. I don't know if I had those on before. The stealth mirrors. I got rid of those mirrors, which I did not like. Those bar end mirrors. And when I get the new handlebar, I've also got different bar end weights. The Sato racing bar end weights are going to go inside there. So. And then the bar should be a little narrower when I get that as well. And I went to order a seat from Corbin and from Sargent. Neither one have seats available yet. So I'm stuck for now. I'm stuck with the seat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to a local shop here called bitchin, stitchin. And I'm going to have them build up the seat. So they're going to build this up probably a couple inches. So it'll probably end up going to about there, I think, and then it'll come straight across. So by doing that, if you look at there, straight across, and then it'll come up, because right now this pushes me into the tank. So it'll then come from about there straight over, and then come up a little bit so that it doesn't push me to the tank. So that should add about, I'm thinking 2 inches is my thought, is what I'm trying to do with that one. I got the tank bag ordered and coming, got the headers installed. Oh yeah, so I got the radiator guard. So when I did the 600 mile service, I had them install the headers and the BMW radiator guard. Apparently, if you install the BMW radiator guard and there's damage to the radiator, it's covered under warranty. But if you install a different brand, it's not covered under warranty. And the BMW one is actually cheaper. So install the BMW radiator guard. And it looks good too, actually. It's plastic versus metal. I mean, most of the aftermarket ones are metal, but that one is plastic. And then you'll see the turn signals. I changed those. I got rid of those. These are the motogadget Blaze Ice. I really like those. I run those on the GS, and I think I run them on something else too, but I don't know. But I run those on the GS. I think they're great. They're bright. You'll see that when I turn them on. Actually, I can show you. Oh, I don't have the key on me. Okay, so I just went to get the key because I didn't have the key on me. So turn her on. It's a good looking bike. And then you can see those are the Blaze Ice turn signals. They're bright. They're quite bright, as you can see. No problem seeing those, all right? And the nice thing, what I really like about the Blaze Ice is they have a 360-degree view. So you come back here, you can still see them. Cool. So that will take me to the next mod. Is the tail. This is a big mod. I'm gonna turn it off so you can see a little bit. So I hacked off this rear tail section, right? You can see by the scuff. I hacked it off, I sanded, and then I waxed it. Yeah, I think that's why it's a little white. So I gotta do something else to get rid of that little whiteness. Maybe take a little black paint and rub it on there, or something a little darker to hide that. But that's what I did there. And then this is the light. This is the license plate light that was back here in the old fender thing. And I put it back in only because it without it plugged in here, that's where it plugs in. Without that being plugged in, it's creating a fault. So I can probably find a resistor to put across these two wires, and that'll eliminate the fault. But actually, it doesn't look so bad when the light shines on the license plate. It kind of looks pretty cool, especially at night. You get this white glow right there. So I don't know. I might leave it. We'll see. And then these are Denali Electronics T3 pods, they're called. And so I installed those there. These actually they're three-way, so it's supposed to be white for running light, orange for turn signals, red for to brake. Brake? Is that it? Yeah. And but as it turns out, the BMW wiring, though there are four wires that go into the turn signals in the rear, which are also the running light and everything else. It actually uses two wires. So to run this, I really couldn't do it that way. So this runs as just on the red. I could run it as red or orange, like the BMW. I couldn't use all three colors. So I could only run red. I could run orange. So I chose red because that seemed to give better visibility. And I'll show you what these look like. So that is them as running light. They're quite bright. They work great. So you can see they're at an angle there. So plenty bright, no question. As you can see, I'm backing up pretty good distance there. And now you can see the yard work that I'm supposed to be doing. So they're quite bright. And then the nice thing too is they have pretty much a 380-degree, almost better than that. So I'm actually at the side of the bike, right? You can still see them, right? Pretty cool. So I come all the way over here. So these are red. I don't know, like the light might show something a little different. But you can see, like I'm pretty much like, I'm at the back here. You can see that you can still see them. So they're quite bright. And if I do the brake, I'll show you over here. If I do the brake here, see that's braking, and then turn signals. No problem seeing the turn signals, right? That flickering that you're seeing the camera, right? That's actually, you can't really actually see that, as you all know from the videos. You can't actually see that. And then you can see the front. also turn signal from the side as well. So it's brighter from the front because of the way I have the angle of the light of the turn signal. So you can see it's brighter in the front because I angled it in such a way to make it brighter in the front. Not as bright in the rear, but still gives you visibility. So that is pretty cool, I think. Cleaned up that tail. So it makes the bike sleeker, right? That's a sleeker look. Yeah, it's a better looking bike. Yes, I dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it. So that's that. Turn that off. And then what else I got? What else have I done? I got a relay fuse box I haven't done yet. I ordered the guglatech fuel neck filter. That's coming. I removed, as you can see, the passenger pegs on this side. This one holds the preload adjuster and the exhaust. So I haven't figured that yet. Nobody makes a exhaust hanger for this yet. So I got a couple options. I can either buy another one of these and just hack it off and use it as the exhaust hanger, or I can go to a local shop and have them weld me one. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go check out, see what a local shop says to make me exhaust hanger and weld me a nice piece to which I can attach to that and also attach exhaust. So we'll see if it's this piece alone is $340, something like that. So if it's less than $340, I could do that. If not, I could just buy another one of these and then just hack it to like I did the tail. And let's see what else I got on my list of things. Oh, I got the tank grips coming. I'm a big tank grip fan. I got the stomp grips coming. Oh yeah, the Alpha Racing, of course, these chain adjusters. Okay, so the whole purpose of this is so that I could use my stand, my pit bull stand, because there are no holes anywhere to attach spools. And so I got the Alpha Racing chain adjusters. They're not actually made for this bike. They're made for the R, I guess the single R and the double R maybe, because there's another piece that's supposed to sit between these two pieces here, and the blue colored, but that's supposed to run across here, but it doesn't fit on this bike. So I just use nuts to do that. Hopefully that's okay. I know that other piece would have given it some additional reinforcement, but it doesn't. It's not there. So, but that's good looking. I like that chain adjust, and it's so nice for chain adjusting because you can see it has that dial there. So you can see it's a 25 millimeters or whatever you call that, and that's so nice to just be able to just set it and set both sides to the same number. So that is what I've got going so far. Oh, of course you want to hear what it sounds like. All right, I'll turn it on so you can hear the sound of the akrapovic. So here we go. Oops. So it does that like a fast rev to start. So the motor's already warm. You can tell by this red line, these red lines. When the motor's cold, it'll be limited to 6,000 RPMs. It'll tell you that anyway. It's not limited. And then as it warms up, these red lines start moving back and back. So it settles down after warming up. But it sounds good though. It sounds meaner than the stock exhaust. So the motor's warm, so you can do that. I'll do an exhaust video, just a sound video, but this just gives you a sense of not bad. All right, I think that's all. I think I talked about everything. Anyway, riding impressions, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic bike. BMW knocked it out of the park. My only issue is there's a flat spot in second gear that I don't love, around like 4,000 to 6,000 RPMs. That was more of a problem before the 6,000 mile service, the 600 mile service. It's not as much of a problem now because I tend to rev past that. I mean, usually when I shift into second gear, I'm already above that, so it doesn't seem to bother me much. And then also, I originally was having head shake at about 120 miles an hour. The bike would start to have a head shake. It was quite unnerving, and I increased the preload. It's so nice to have a manual preload adjuster, and that seemed. And I also turned up the steering damper, and both of those seem to have relieved the steering. I mean the head shake. It's still not the most stable or solidly planted bike, so maybe there's some other things that I got to play with to get that set up, maybe there's an aftermarket steering damper, suspension settings. I've done nothing to the suspension, which is something I usually spend a lot of time doing, so I've done nothing to suspension. I haven't played around with suspension at all, so and I normally spend a lot of time on suspension, so that's still coming to do. But otherwise, the bike's fantastic. BMW they really kicked ass with this bike. Quite pleased with this thing. It's stupid fast. It's not for most people, probably. I mean, if you don't want to go over 100 miles an hour, or 120, 150, it's probably not for you. It'll do 130 in third gear. It'll do 150 in fourth gear. I haven't maxed it out in fifth gear yet, but in sixth gear, it actually starts to bog down past 150. So I don't think top speed is going to be in sixth gear. I think top speed is probably, well, of course, will be in fifth gear, so which I have not tried yet. So, but it's so fast. The acceleration is ferocious. Anyway, fantastic bike. Thanks for watching and listening. If you have any questions, post and I will answer. I still got a lot to play with. I haven't played with the settings really much at all, so I got a lot to do there. All right, she bad mother.